One Step Ahead, episode 4 of the podcast. I know you might be thinking, where was episode 3? Well, we really were just talking about prepping for Team Diamonds on Tuesday. Team Diamonds dropped last Wednesday, so there really been no point to upload that episode 3. But episode 4 here, talking all Madden, a Team Diamond investing recap. Hope you enjoy.
All right, what's going on there, boys and girls? I got clicking, it's all good. Happy friggin' Tuesday. Some of you are on Victory Tuesday. Some of you are not so much. But whatever, it's Tuesday. We're back on the Madden market stuff. We're here with myself, Mr. Up and Adam Gaming. Buddy, how are we today?
Great, fantastic.
As long as we don't talk about the NFL, right? We're good.
Yeah, hey, the Cowboys.
That's
won
true.
again.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I can't be mad about it.
Yeah. What are you confident in Dak being back now? Are we good? Is everything like?
I feel better with Dak at under center, but I know I still don't trust the whole offense in general. But I still like our chances this year.
Yeah, full disclosure, I did drop Gallup just out of fantasy, just flat, not even trade, just get out of my lineup. You're useless. What a waste of space he was.
Yeah.
Sad face. Had high hopes, but didn't go well. Mr. iJoebruin, sir, how are we doing?
We're doing good, man. UCLA lost in college football. That was sad. UCLA won. I think the biggest achievement this weekend was 4 fantasy leagues, 4 W's. It feels good. Started out slow this year, and we're picking things back up. I had a lot of hurt, injured, suspended players beginning of the year, so we're picking things up now. We're picking things up.
Good. I went 0-2 this week, but did gain some ground in the Pick'em League. We're moving up. I think I'm one win out of the lead in that, so we're feeling better on that. But the other ones, man, same. Like everybody was injured or on a bye this week. I like no one like picking up random guys. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, but he's got to play this week.
Yeah, I got Chiefs and Chargers, a lot of them on one league. I'm actually not going to start a tight end next week because half my team is on a bye.
Yeah, I didn't. What did I not have? I didn't think I had a tight end or a kicker this week. I was like, oh, I guess we're just rolling with it. Is what it is. But all right, so let's dive into Madden stuff. Lower week this week, right? Diamonds were last week. Yeah. This week, last time we talked was Tuesday, right? And Diamonds came out on Wednesday, so that was busy. How many did you guys build? What was your method going through them? I know personally I don't build them because I can't handle it. I can't sit in there and do the sets for 12 hours. I just can't do it. My brain will explode. So I just sell everything instead and made stupid amounts of coins. You guys go to run down what your move was Wednesday through probably Saturday last week.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm probably sure we probably did a lot of the same. I did not build a single set. The day before Diamonds released, I think was my the biggest payoff. I went and sniped Campus Heroes and those ultimate kickoffs right after I think we got off the call, and those jumped up to well over 100k as you all saw, and that was my biggest money maker there. And then selling everything else off, rolling the core leads that weren't didn't go up much. I quick sold those and I rolled the most feared, sold team builders with those 78s, build up, and yeah, I made bank. I went from 13 million before Team Diamonds to 17 if I cleared my entire binder. So I made about 4 million. So
nice.
I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Team builders were okay for me, or not team builders. Team Diamonds were okay. I did really good on 78s through 83s and the 85s to 87. Same thing with Adam. Team builders I think should have been everyone's best friend. When you had train, just liquidate into 78s, build your 80s, and you got to buy an 82. And team builders were going for 35, 40k on the good days. But yeah, I guess Ultimate Kickoff, Campus Heroes were the best. I wasn't too invested into those. I had around 15 to 20 each. My payout was more just the low overall cards, honestly, the 78s through 83s, and building those into team builders. Team Diamonds honestly weren't amazing for me. I didn't make too much, 2 to 3 for the time I put in. I know I said 2 to 3. Time I put in though, probably not worth it as much, but I did the investment, or the way I made a lot of coins the past week was AKAs. AKAs made a killer. 88s for 60, 62k on average, sold for 76 Wednesday night. And then the big money maker was the 89 AKs, which were an 80k average buy. Even you could have bought at 70, 75 on Wednesday, and they sold for 120, 125 on Sunday. I made over 1.5 off of those. Those were my big money maker. But Team Diamonds were okay. I didn't do any sets. I upgraded my team. I spent over 10 mil on team upgrades, but that's just me. Yeah, I think it was a was a fun week. It was a fun week. I wish I would have went more into the low overall market, the guarantees. I got a little bit too excited about 84s or 87s and then being the main part of the set when we knew for sure that 80s were going to go up, and I should have probably just went a little bit more safe into those.
Yeah. I mean, not all of us will drop 10 million on our team, but Joe's got that, like 23 to 25
I got
weekend
it, dude.
to go hold on to.
Yeah, man. I love weekend league. Honestly, I love weekend league.
Right.
Now with Johnny Owe, so it's fun.
Yeah, I always just get turned. I'm just out of time, man. I'm like a different streamer this year. Like I literally get to play Madden for like 4 hours a week, and it drives me absolutely fucking nuts. Someday I'll be able to play more. We're just different, content's taking me a different direction right now.
I'm kind of a like what do you call it? A variety streamer on Madden. Yeah. I kind of like to do it all gameplay wise. Right. Comp gameplay, menus. I enjoy it.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it too. We'll see. That's why I like our discussions too, because it's not finding a cheap method, right? It's not finding like how to grind, because there's guys I know out there that have more coins than we do. Right? You know what I mean?
Shout out B3 squad. Man.
Right? Yeah, 100%. He's got a ton.
That guy's different, man. Yeah. He's different. I'll say that.
But I know, like, I feel like what our focus is a bit more, it's more than like how much can I get if I spend 20 hours a day on the game. It's, hey, if you have an hour a day or 3 hours a week, what you best value your time at, right? And that's kind of what we kind of focus on a little bit more. We said, like, our biggest movers, our safest bets, the easiest stuff, you just go in, hey, today I'm just going to go in, buy a bunch of these for 30 minutes and then cash out 3 days later, right? Like that's my favorite stuff to do. I think it's the, for the more casual Madden player that isn't, stuck in here going through, like checking all the sets, checking all the players, who's doing this, like here's some like simple stuff you guys can kind of run down and take out. Someday though, I'll get back on the heavy grind, maybe. We shall see.
I like it. I like this kind of grind though. I like being able to go on stream and not have that like be stressed out about like, oh, we need to make coins today. Like, what are we looking for? I'm sitting there sniping on stream, having a conveation. That's what I like to do. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about the content that we put out there is that it's not like I'll play other stuff, right? Like especially like FPS, something else, or any other game. And like as a content creator, this is way off track of Madden stuff. This is more content stuff. Like I hate when I get sucked into a game for 20 minutes, look over, I'm like, oh, I don't even know you guys are here. I apologize. You know what I mean? Like chat becomes secondary, and that bugs me. That's why I think that's why all of us gravitate to this type of content where we are much more just having a conversation for 2-3 hours while we're hanging out, doing whatever. Yeah. But back to the content at hand. New content. All Madden promo incoming. Is this confirmed? Did we get this morning? I missed it. I was in a meeting.
No. It is, it's confirmed for season 2, and I've looked at the dates.
It's confirmed for November.
It's confirmed for November, yes, that is true. And I've looked at the dates, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The 2 middle weeks are going to be Thanksgiving Harvest.
Right.
Last week going to be Blitz, and I can only assume the first week of November is going to be all Madden. It also lines up with an overall boost. So they're going to be probably the first 93 overall cards.
Okay.
So I'm actually really looking forward to that content drop, because we should get, again, I don't know why they'd advertise all Madden just to drop 1 or 2 legends. They should be dropping, again, 8 to 10 that we got on the first drop.
Last time.
It should be really good drop. I'm excited for it.
That was what my thought process was. Like we would get that next Thursday, because that's like the only, like next week is the only week that there's nothing.
There's nothing going on.
And like what Harvest is what 3-week program?
No, it's usually a 2. It's usually a 2.
And then Black Friday picks in for the last week of it.
Right.
Told you where they never do Thanksgiving content. Actually, on the week of Thanksgiving, it's always the 2 weeks leading up, and then Blitz is like basically on Thanksgiving, the end of it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So so that's like that would leave that. And then, how do we feel about like with that? I guess my thing would be you can't really prep for that really.
Well,
I guess maybe
this is
role was there.
I wanted to have a conversation on stream about this because I have some questions, and I feel like Kay, you're probably the best for this. All
right, go for it.
So typically this year we've had a odds boost when we've got an overall boost, whereas last year it was like every month and a half we get an odds boost. This year it's been every 3 to 4 weeks, like just a month, and it lines up right for all Madden to be that odds boost. But would it still be worth it to buy training probably this Saturday once the most feared content's over? Buy training this Saturday and prep for the following week, or do you think because of the odds boost, training wouldn't really move that much? That's like my question. Honestly, I'm considering. I'm questioning it.
Real quick, let me throw in Jack, buddy. Appreciate the raid, throwing his people over here. Hope you had a good stream. Greatly appreciated. We're going over the all Madden stuff right now. So here's my theory on this. Not theory, but what I'm thinking. I think we're stuck at like 9 training.
You think we are?
I think we're leveled out kind of because nothing's really changing, right? We've been at 9 for a week and a half, 2 weeks now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like we've kind of bottomed out again. I feel kind of safe.
You feel? This is what I wanted to hear.
Right.
This is what I wanted to hear.
Like, because I've been watching it, right? I've been watching like, damn, we're kind of like, nothing's really budging. Nothing is causing. I mean, really, we have nothing else kind of. There's nothing going on training wise, save for one 9,000 training pack a week, right?
That's right.
And I see nothing, no movement at all in a while now. Like we've been at 10 for, we've only been at 10 for like a week. But that steady drop off, but it's kind of tapered, right? Like it's been, I'm looking at just 85s right now. They've been at 10 since last Tuesday. So we're at a solid week of 0 movement. Before that, they were at 20, but that was a different world 10 days ago. Trying to see everything else. Even same thing for 90s have been at 10 since the 18th. We're now at the 25th. So, a week of straight, 9 to 10 training. I think I might like take the risk and go nuts.
Yeah, I think now that you're talking about it,
like,
as
no
long as we
shit,
have
like,
that floor.
Right.
As long as we have that floor, we're good.
Like, and I'm thinking like I might drop like 5 mil on this.
Saturday, right? That's probably going to be.
Yeah. I mean, if we're only a week away, right? Well, here's the thing too. So Thursday we get the last part of most feared, right? So that'll be it for training. Legends only or limited's only there for 2 days, right? Thursday and Friday. Saturday, no one needs training again. Literally nothing on the horizon to possibly need training for. Except 3 days later, we could get the All Madden. It could happen on November 1st, right? Like could be that Tuesday or that Wednesday or that Thursday, whatever, a week away. So I mean, honest to God, Saturday I might go like, let me buy 50 92s and just see what happens. Is it crazy? What do you guys think? Is this too wild or like?
No,
I guess anything, it'll be a good YouTube video, even if I lose. I'm like, oh, look at this big dumb idiot.
I guess the only risk would be if they just don't drop a reroll. But if we're being honest, the way the content was structured, the first drop. I mean, if you're requiring 30 plus 82s, it's going to be, if they don't have a reroll, there's not enough supply in the market to make those sets.
It'd be impossible. So
right. I would think probably this one's going to be probably maybe like 10 to 15, like 80. I'm thinking more like Campus Hero 2 along that range. So an 85 or 86 overall baby pieces.
Yeah.
They're just as a reroll like that, even like the Bonos, and they just drop a reroll. And if I remember right, the All Madden Part 1 reroll was it was terrible odds, but the value of the reroll, so you barely lost anything.
Yes.
If you rolled the 82, and you could pretty much just build like the sets and kind of break even for the first few hours of the roll. So hopefully it's similar to that. For being honest, rolls have been terrible value this year. The only reason they've been good is the sets in the game to make them. Like the most feared rerolls are awful. Like seriously, they're not good at all.
Right.
But you can get so much value out of 78s. Either you saved it for Compass or you saved it for use team builders. And the 84s, my favorite thing with the 84 overalls was the 86, 87 exchange set, spitting out the kickoffs. But again, that's only because of the sets in the game. It's not have to do with the rerolls. The overall odds in the rerolls this year have been awful, the worst they've ever been. So we'll see.
All right, so I guess we're buying.
I think
I was getting ready for it to buy on.
Thinking back
Saturday.
to the All Madden stuff, and I think like you're right. When those came out, it was that you could buy 82s, right, or anything. You could snipe. I think it was 85s. We were sniping.
It was 84
for enough value where the roll was free. Like you buy like 385s, it was enough to roll. Yeah, they were so overvalued.
Because you needed 30 of them, so they were being bought so much that you would just lazy sell them. It was
And I just did stupid math real quick. So 86s right now are like 24,000 coins, right? At this like 10 per. If it's 30 again to go into this set, that makes the card like 700,000 coins. I think it's kind of dead ass on what I expect a new 93 set piece to be.
Yeah, they did.
It's about on
I do
target.
have a feeling they want to make the cards a little bit more expensive, kind of like the AKA cards, at least off rip.
Yeah, so I'm thinking 30 86s sound about right? So that's not.
Yeah, if you can, the thing is, if you can predict the overall, and they somehow make their way into the set, you're gonna be chilling, at least in the beginning, while the market hasn't adjusted yet.
Yeah. 86s are 2,100 training, so I mean we'll probably see, I don't know.
I'll probably
4,500 training per roll.
I go into like 85s, 86s, 87s. Probably try to deal a little bit of everything just to.
Well,
just
yeah,
to
as long as
see.
you're getting it for like training value or like well on your training value, like what eight
Yeah, if I
coins
can
per
find
match,
stuff
like,
at 8 on Saturday, I'm going bananas.
yeah,
The
on
other
all
thing
the
is,
overalls.
I don't know. They've been so inconsistent about removing rerolls from the game because the Winter Guardian's still there. But I would say, hey, even 87 overall most fears, if they are the cheapest training kind of right now. If you could pick those guys up on Saturday, I mean, no one's really going to be doing the most feared reroll after Friday, if we're being
Right,
honest.
yes.
And those might go up just a little bit in general, just because no one is kind of putting those cards back on the market. Might be
Yeah.
just a little extra thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so remind me, what was the so the all Madden release? We had a set, right? One set per. You needed the 82s,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
30 of them, and you got the 89. And there was a reroll for that?
It was, yeah.
It was an 82 plus.
82 plus, and that wasn't too expensive either, right? Okay.
No, it was
No.
pretty cheap. It was
Right.
in the 600.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was like
exactly.
600 early. So it was essentially, if you rolled an 82, you were able to sell it for, they were overvalued. So you were able to sell it and make back all the coins you made buying the 85s. Then you just go buy those again.
Okay, cool. So
So,
and we're thinking 93s, obviously with the change.
yeah, we should get an overall boost next week.
So that would
It's
be what 85, 86, or 87s in there.
something around there. I mean, we don't really know. I mean,
No.
but the thing is, as long as you buy them at trading value, then you're fine. It's just a toss up. If they happen to be required from the sets, amazing.
Yeah.
But they added that other set later on, right?
Yeah, so they might not have that this year. I mean, this drop,
Okay.
but we'll see. We'll see.
Just
Not a lot of people even know that all Madden is going to be happening. They won't know until they see the content schedule next Monday. But
Yeah. It says like November, and I can't see it being part of like.
because
during
I
the
get
harvest.
what else would they drop? I guess in the first week of November, maybe. I know we've mentioned team builders. Team builders did drop on the first week of November last year. That is one
Okay.
thing. So remember, Call of Duty came out and team builders came out, and I was kind of meh into the content. I played COD for a
Okay.
week, but yeah.
Because we have to get team builders for part 2. Or part
I
or
think,
season
yeah,
2,
we have to
right?
something.
I think they're gonna give us. My other question is: remember those unsung heroes and those tokens? When are we getting those other tokens? I guess that's where I'm like kind of going towards. Like, yes,
Oh, so that's
team
like they
builders,
have to happen. They can't just
there needs
not
to be
do it.
something for those because there gotta be the 99 overall, right? There's gonna
Yeah.
be you get that 99 overall token, but you're still 3 away if you did all your unsung heroes.
Right. So that makes me think that this isn't coming out for a long time, though.
Yes, I agree. That's
Yeah.
gotta be after February.
Right. So that's why. So
For the entire thing.
do you think we get new team builders without new team affinity too?
That's the thing. I don't know. That's where I was like. That's why I wanted to ask. I was like, is that soon? Because this is the time that we would get them.
I don't know. It feels different because it feels like we're just getting 2 releases of team builders and at least 2 team affinity releases, right? So I mean, unless the next one's different, and it's just 1 offense, 1 defense, and they save 1 more for 1 Super Bowl team. If you know what I mean, like if we need 3 more tokens, it could be one AFC, 1 NFC next time, and then 1 after the Super Bowl.
Just because they seem like they're tied together, right? The team builders are
Yeah.
tied to the heroes.
Right.
That's my issue. Like I think you'll have like I think they're gonna come with another like unsung hero thing, but later on, I agree with like the team builders and that. But will there be
Right.
a one-off with team builders? I don't know. That's where I was.
I don't know.
I mean, either way, it just sounds like a great kind of. I kind of like buying the Saturday even more. Like even now, lower overalls. I know if I remember correctly, last year for the part like Team Builders 2, the guys that went up the most, I think was 82s to 83s, if I remember. But the only issue is those really aren't the cheapest training right now. It's like
Right.
the only downside. So maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I was actually finding 83s for super cheap, like 7 coins per this morning.
Yeah,
Mm.
83s are at like baseline.
Oh wait, no,
They're actually some of the
83s.
best,
I'm forgetting. 82s
82s
are
are-
terrible.
yeah,
82s are
82s are
terrible.
tough.
83s are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird. 83s are the same value as 82s.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Team builder
Ridiculous.
sets.
They're
Team
exactly
builder
the
sets,
same.
man.
Man, I don't know. So either way, all right. So moral of the story, I think honestly, like 83s through probably 87s, maybe. I'm literally just gonna buy 200 of each and just call it a day. And then
I'm
be
good
ready
with
for whatever. I think it's a smart idea. I was just gonna go the 92s just to spend the coins as fast as I could and get everything at like 8 per, but that always makes me nervous that if something happens and they shit the bed, then I'm screwed. At least
Yeah,
the lower
that's
stuff, there's
every
stuff I can do to get out, right?
Mhm.
Hopefully the number's a little bit lower too on Saturday than it is right now. And as long as you buy, a good, decent snipe, you should be fine. There's no real way you can lose unless training goes down to 4 or 5 per. And I just,
Right. Which would be insane. Even still, though, so say it goes down to 5. So let's think about this, right? Let's say we all get burned, right? Like we all drop 4 million coins, 4 or 5 million coins this Saturday, and we all just get shit on and training goes to 4 next week. It has to come back. At that point, I'm just sitting on it and waiting for TVPs to come back because there's no way, there's no shot at all ever that these stay that low. Even now, I feel like 10 is like we've hit like a new baseline, and it's like, okay, things are almost too cheap again, right? We kind of need a spike here at some point. Not that I want TVPs back yet. Sunday though, they can on Sunday load them up. Like once I buy everything up on Saturday, then do whatever you want, right? I'm all for it. Then. Yeah. I mean, oh my God, could you imagine? Have one stream we just sell and make 30 million coins. It'd be great.
Dude, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Speaking of, what's your most ever in like one sit down?
Last year for me, it'd have to be one of my, and rest in peace, it was just the power up piece investing. I mean, later on in the year, I think my best just, I mean, this wasn't really a sit down like this. I bought these over a course of time, but it like wasn't that many cards. I had around, this was last year, 50 Calvin, aka our Bonos Calvins, and they dropped the Easter Calvin. He went from, I bought them all for around probably 80 to 100K, shot up to 250, had 50.
Nice.
Made 4 to 5.
Right.
I miss that, man. I miss that. It was just exciting to do, honestly, trying to predict the content dropping, and you really could, because EA is not the most. They don't try to deceive you. Seriously, you just kind of walk through like, oh, this player's overdue. Like they'll say, oh, these 5 players are overdue, and you're gonna invest in those 5 and buy them. Same kind of thing along the lines of training, where you just buy when the market is cheap, so you can't really lose, and then you kind of just wait. And I miss it, man. I seriously miss it.
For me, it was Zero Chill. That reroll, I just did not stop. It just, I can't even tell you how much I made. I just know I went from, I think, 7 million to 25 million over the course of Zero Chill. So whatever that is.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Like, it was just like free coins at that point. Like,
right.
It was wild. So.
Nice. Like mine was early. Like I think I was streaming to like 30 people at the time. Like it was like I was brand new. And it was years ago, maybe Madden 18. That's when we still had the tokens, right? You needed the tokens to upgrade. I think it was Sean Taylor. Every like few months, the original power up.
Oh, the original power system, but also Sean.
Gotcha. So like every few months, like the new season would change over, and then you need a bunch of elite tokens to upgrade the master. And I had noticed that like for some reason that year there just weren't many like 82 83s in the game, and you needed them for elite tokens. And I literally I sat there for like 2 weeks and just bought these things up for like 3,000 coins a piece. Be like, what are you doing? I'm like, just wait, homie, just don't worry about it, like just watch. Like I got an idea here. And I had hundreds of these things. And then they popped, and I was at work, and I was getting DMs on Twitter like, bro, they're at 9,000. Dude, they're at 12,000. Oh my God, they're at 18,000. And I just got home, and for 5 hours, I just made 5.4 million coins in like 2 hours just trying to sell these things off. It was incredible.
That's amazing.
And that's right then is when I got hooked. I'm like, yo, this coin shit's kind of fun. Like I'm gonna keep doing this.
Oh, people don't realize like you get swindled into just, it's not even, it's seriously, it's not about the coins.
Right.
Like you kind of just enjoy, I don't know, it's weird. It gives you some, and also I think a lot of gameplay people misunderstand. It gives you something to look forward to every single day. Like
right.
Looking at the prices of cards, seeing the trends, and taking it. I don't know. It's a game inside, like Madden. It's its own separate thing, and I love it. And you can tell because people like get introduced to it, and like they'll start to pick up the things, be like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun. There's some people, like I have some friends that hate it. Like they can't stand making coins. All they want to do is play the game.
Right.
But then I have some other friends that are only do the market, kind of like me, but not really, but only do the market. It's fun, man.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's a nice break for like, man, like we've had times in the past, like luckily, I mean, knock on wood, I still really enjoy this gameplay, right? You can talk about ad catches, whatever you want, but zone blocking, I still enjoy the game, right? I still have fun with it. But there's been times in the past, right? Like i.e. fall forward glitch, 91 zone, where you just hated logging in and playing, right? Yeah. So I'm like, if that ever happens, I'm like, well, I'm good. Like I don't care. You'd still do whatever. So it's I don't know, it's just a nice little like side gig to kind of keep you distracted sometimes. And man, that endorphin kick in when you figure some shit out and go nuts
Dude,
on it,
it's-
right? Like
It's the
absurd.
best. I'm not kidding. There was nothing more satisfying last year than seeing a card that you bought for 5K go up to 50K. Denzel Ward was my first one. Thanksgiving card. I around 25 of his core elite 83s. The only reason I bought him too is in EA. They tell you who. Like I'm certain Joe Burrow is going to get a card in the next few weeks because he did not get a team week card. And last year, Denzel Ward against the Bengals himself, I think had a pick six. He had 2 picks, a pick six, and they didn't give him a team week card. It was in early November, and I'm like, okay.
Right.
So I picked up a few. I picked up quite a few Denzel Wards for 5K, and he was 50K on the Friday night after the content dropped. It's just, it's cool,
and
man.
Those were so great because like Sunday night, right? Like you would see people going nuts on who they think's gonna go up, and you'd see the price come out, and then on Monday they'd announce the team of the week, and that guy wouldn't be there, and you see it tank right out. I'm like, okay, idiots, and just buy them all up.
To buy.
It was great. Like everyone was undercutting each other. Like you said, you get that card for 5K when he was, 9 the night before on all the like speculation, right? And then he would just tank right out.
That was so great. You got so many people involved in it. I missed that.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. Do you guys think they ever bring back that like power-ups needing baby pieces, or are they kind of like finished with it?
No, and I don't know which one I want, right? So the coin maker in me, right, the market guy wants it back.
I want it back,
but the Madden player in me likes just grabbing my one guy with abilities already on him and just going in and playing and not having to go and drop 50,000 more coins to power him up, if not more, right? Like, okay, cool, I got the card. Ah, shit, his power up's 300,000, and now I need the train to power him up, and it was a hassle, right? It was a headache.
I do wish I always talk about, I wish they would use the NFL season. Like, 'cause I know in FIFA they have the ones to watch cards, the road to the champion cards that are upgraded throughout the year based on if your team does good. I wish EA did something with Madden where, if a player, they used to do it, I think it was Ultimate Kickoffs, they used to do it, where you get upgraded based on team wins. But I think there'd be something that you can like kind of invest in, and if the player does good throughout the year, they somewhat bring value to that card. I don't know, it would just be something if they were so bare bones.
Like,
it's
MLB does make a ton of coins in MLB because you bought 400 silver cards at quick sale value, and then he goes to diamond, 5 months later.
It's weird too because MLB promotes like the investing aspect of their game. They seriously, I see like tweets, and like they talk about like, oh, like they'll even be on like their official, I'd say like TikTok, something like the 5 best investments going into the roster update. Like they play into that. I love it. Then there's Madden, and Madden just wants to delete anything that has to do with coin making, investing, everything. So it's weird, man.
It's tough.
I like the what I guess I'm gonna go off with Casey. I like the coin making in me is like I want those power ups back. I want to be able to like open get a player packs. I want to get those power ups and sell them for like a crazy amount or their cards. But it is nice like now when I'm doing like recording my new kind of videos, just going to grab the player I need and not having to worry about powering them up.
Right.
I will say Legends.
I also think it gives the whole game like people to like you have more things to do, right? Just going to buy the card kind of takes away from, I don't know, getting everything you need. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, it's a weird dilemma. It's a weird dilemma.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm honestly, I'm cool with it. I've adapted because I could say honestly, like before, like everything I'm doing this year, except for Team of the Week investing in AK. Like I used to go. That was how I made my coins last year, and this year I'm having to go more into training investing and more like short term stuff. So
right.
It's cool though. It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for those of us that do this, like you just adjust what you're doing and press on forward. That's fun. We'll see. I mean, that's going to be a good question going forward. It'll be probably top 3 questions going into the next Madden, right?
Yeah,
like as we start getting like pieces of it, it'll be like our power was back. Like how are things running? So it'll be. But Savage made a good point too. I do not miss having 1,000 useless ass power ups in my binder.
Yes,
that is true. That is true. I would always kind of hoard them. I would hoard them, and when they do hit, kind of just clear out. I always go on like sprees of clearing out. One night I'll go, okay, I'm getting rid of half of these.
Right. Yeah, they would just piss me off so much. Eventually, I would just give up and just go quick sell them all. I'm like, okay, I'm over this. It would drive me crazy.
But also there was
if they didn't come out till the end of the year, they were worth nothing even when they got a card.
Right. Yeah.
I do though. I miss it was last year. It was Campus Heroes pulling those out of Campus Hero packs on the first day when you didn't get them back through the set, and they went for like 200K. I remember Joey Galloway power up was 200, 250.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pulling them on Team Diamond release day too in the 75 to 79 packs, and you'd pull a new Team Diamond power up, it'd go for 50K. That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I didn't really use power ups that much, like the power ups individually to make coins last year. It was more the pathway through them. But there were a few instances. Blitz last year when they released the power ups before the actual cards came out. They released them all night one, and you knew which cards like were coming out. They showed them.
Right.
Whatever. I remember buying. There's Jamar Chase power up. I bought around 25 of them for 25K before his 91 whatever card came out. Shot up to 75K when his actual card dropped. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. I miss those that rush too of like if there's a special stream at night or even like the Good Morning Madden stream, like they'd show the card art and everybody be on the market already. Like you just see them all bought up within 2 seconds. Fun, all the good old days. All of like 6 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, we'll see where it goes. What else we got, man? What else we got on the horizon? Most Feared 3, like we said, in a couple days.
It's gonna be good.
I'm thinking quarterback, right? You think quarterback comes, I assume?
Most Feared Part 3. Look, I'm gonna gas it a little bit. I think it's you guys know, all right? It's going to be really good. I'm telling you right now. I think it's the best drop yet. I'm excited.
Should we pre-build some?
I am excited. I know Kay was talking about last week how and I will say this, the other thing about pre-building, especially the 90s, is a lot of people are going to be coming up on the 90 overall fantasy pack at the end of the level. So you might see a spam of those. Don't know exactly when, but I think if you're on in the morning for the new 90s, they were going for I know you can build them like right now for 120, 125.
Right.
The new 90s, we're going for 160. So you can always just fill off the 90 individually, but look, I'm really good. I think it's the best content drop. I think it's the best most feared content drop. Sorry, most feared content drop. I think it's very good.
Don't let me down.
I'll get you guys hyped up for it. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. Are we feeling? I mean, we talked about already not getting a card. Are we feeling Joey B this week?
Joey B. I don't know. I only know a little bit about it, but it's gonna be really good.
I didn't intentionally pre-build a bunch of stuff, but I did buy a lot.
My thing was I'm buying tonight after stream. I'm buying Team of the Weeks and I'm pre-building my most feared because I didn't really get the chance to on Saturday and Sunday. I was so exhausted. I don't know if you guys were like this. I was so tired of grinding the market with Team Diamonds and like just selling, like being on the market for a week straight. Saturday and Sunday, I kind of just played Weekend League and didn't really do much on the market at all. I was kind of just chilling. So I didn't get to buy my most feareds on Saturday or Sunday. So I'm actually buying them today. I think today's a great day because they should get revealed tomorrow morning. And that kind of kills, I think, any pre-building, at least for that day.
Yeah. I'll buy a couple. For sure.
Yeah, I think I've got like 15 90s already set and a bunch of 87s ready to rock and roll. The 90s, I just kind of fell into them. Like they were just kind of like, if I rolled them, I'd be like, okay, I'll just keep them and hold them, with the intent of. So I do not have a need to go for 23 wins in Weekend League. So I will use a BND offensive line because I get sick spending coins on an offensive line. So 90, good enough.
You need a right guard.
Yeah, I'm hoping for one more offensive lineman because there's already two, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I know I'll build at least one master. Probably Tyreek because I am full on team short squad, by the way. Screw those big ass receivers. They can't make cuts to save their lives, and I like to throw underneath. So I'll build one at least, right? And then take all my 90 BND linemen and roll that way. That's the plan anyway. And then the rest, I don't know. I'll figure out what the hell things look at. Or if things tank out even more, which fingers crossed, kind of hoping.
Yeah, we actually kind of wanted to really honestly tank.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, if I see 7, I'm gonna tell you, as soon as I see 7, dude, I'm drooling and buying everything on site. Thursday might be a buying stream, just almost feared all day.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm good with that. I'm good with just like investing like pretty much half my coins into it. So
I know we're in a dead week, but honestly, I like these dead weeks a little bit more for coin making because it's just consistent. It's really, really consistent. Whereas, last week, the trophy packs. And also, we haven't really talked about it. The coin grant. Are we going to... I know So the way the timeline worked with the trophy packs was they announced that trophy packs were working. And then about a week later, they grant all the previous people that needed the make rights, basically. And then today, of course, they announced that the coins now should be working for head-to-head seasons and Super Bowls. And they're talking about, and they're working on it, of course, the grants for the coins. And we know if that ever happens... I think the high-end market is going to go crazy. I even think you can see someone like John Elway jump up back like 500K to a mil because there's so many, just like the trophy packs. You saw the flood of trophy packs, right?
Yes.
It was
insane.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like almost Christmas morning-esque flood of the market. And if you see millions and millions and millions of coins, especially to the high, and remember, it's the players that are winning the Super Bowl. It's the high-end players.
Right.
They're going to be buying the best of the best cards. So
Yeah, they're not buying 87s. They're not buying 90s. They're buying 92s, and that's it.
Yeah. You're going to see you'd see like LTDs rise. LTDs always rise. I know they rose with the training make rights with DK.
Right.
LTDs went up a ton. But yeah, I think you see maybe AKAs. AKAs I still feel like are some of the best cards in the game. And they're honestly like not that expensive. Compared to Team Diamonds, they're not that expensive.
Right. Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, and we see that all the time in MLB. Anytime there's anytime there's a stub sale, right? And stubs become cheaper in the game, all the prices go up by like 20%. Everybody's got everything, so everybody starts buying everything. So man, hopefully, man, please wait till Monday to give that grant. That could be all I need. Like I just need
wait.
God dang it, man. I need 2 more days. Like just hold off. Now I'm in now I'm gonna be all stressed out, Joe. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now I'm gonna be like sitting here watching every day. That tweet's gonna come out and I'm just gonna cry.
By the way, you guys mainly fully liquid?
Yeah, pretty much. I just got my 4 weeks up. That's it.
I just got my AKs, then I'll do my team of the weeks tonight. But
I still have 6
those
things
usually
in my
are
binder, man.
out of my account. You guys I know Adam, I was in your stream earlier on Monday. The comp pass. I know, you tweeted out about the 8081s. I'm kind of shocked that they're continuously just copy and pasting. I think now, like not this week, but the following week, like when the all Madden content drops, I think I'm gonna go all out on 8081s. I'm gonna buy 300 of them. I'm serious because man. And I know they'll probably bend me over in the following comp pass, but you know what? At this point, I'm just gonna do it seriously because it's just you're gifted.
Yeah, I sold 100 of them last night. I made like 800,000 coins.
Yeah.
So, but what I did, I didn't buy 81s, right? So all the re-rolls that I was doing, because I'm a degenerate, just kept all the golds, right? Would then roll them into 8081s, hoping for one of the guys to go for 25, 30K. Hit a couple of those, right? So those were cool, just little bonus spots, and everything else I just chucked out yesterday, and it was stupid easy. It made all the rolls last week not only free but profitable.
Yes.
I had no risk. That's why I have 15 90s and 30 87s right now, because I was like, I could just do this for free. Essentially, I'll get it back later.
Exactly.
If you really, really want to, you can roll this Thursday and hold your 78s for a week and a half if you're that patient. I honestly think I might do that. I might do this.
Those didn't go up though. They stayed the same. Did they stay right at like 25?
No, they actually, some of them were selling for 4, but they all long.
Okay, so they sell like individually for like. If you go I'm saying, if you filter down, you can get them for like they were 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
And then I sold it, so it was hard because they would go down like 200 or 300 coins every hour. So you would list, and if you didn't get the number right, it was just a waste of 50 minutes.
Right.
I sold probably, I'd say, 40 to 50 in total from around 3.5 to 4K in the early hours. But after they went down to like 3.2, and I was kind of getting on the fence. I was like only selling like 5 out of the 20. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put them into 8081s and sell those, because the 8081s actually went up in price later in the night. They went down to 8K and they went back up to 9K by the end of the night. And I was selling them for 9. Yeah, I was cool with that.
I noticed that. It was fantastic. I love some of the stupid things in this game. Sometimes
it's just so easy. You can like bank on that every 2 weeks.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You refresh some coins. You got 2 weeks to get prepped.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with something like a reroll like this, they just spit them out. The gold's like candy. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just take my stab at the rerolls then, or the exchanges, and see what we get. I do think, I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid, but I'm like waiting for that set to go up one, right? I'm waiting for it to be an 82, 83, 84, 85 set. I thought it was going to be this week.
Yep. But even at that, right? Like, you just put the golds into the 80s, so it doesn't really matter, because the 80 set would stay there. The gold set would go away. The 80 set would still be the lowest, or whatever. Oh, I think we lost. Oh, there we go.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yep. They're not gonna make it like they're not gonna go the one above that too.
Yeah.
At that point.
It won't be all 3. I mean, that'd be nice. I would take an extra set in the game. That extra 10 CP would be fantastic. That's actually a great idea. We should pitch that. I mean, if it does go up, all it does is shift things over one. Like I said, I don't really invest in the golds anyway, because like you said, they just take too long to sell because there's so many.
Yeah, they just take too long to sell. Yeah.
The 81s last night, when they were selling for like 82, I would just post them for literally 81. And they were going in like 12 minutes. And
Dude, they were selling
just
so
going
fast.
crazy. I
And
got
then
through
worked at Monday
100 in
video.
2 hours last night, which doesn't sound like a ton, but that's 5 full refreshes on that block.
Yeah.
Right? If that takes 50 minutes, that's 5 hours to sell those. And I got them all out in like 2 hours. So I was like, okay, like 100 cards is tough. Like, we used to tell people before, like when there was like the legend cycle and you could buy legends during the week and then sell them for stupid amounts on Saturday because people had amnesia and forgot they wanted them again. Or
Maybe
they,
that's my favorite.
yeah, oh my God, that's just dear to my heart forever, Adam.
I love those so much.
Yeah, but like those, I would get guys that would like DM me mad, like, bro, I bought 300 of these cards and I didn't sell them all. I'm like, yeah, idiot, it's literally a 2-hour window you have to sell these. You can't buy 300. You'll never get out of it. Like, you're kind of capped. Like
That's one thing though about the 80s. You have actually all day, honestly.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
like-
even
it's-
today,
yeah.
like if you bought them at 4 last week, they're still at 6,700 today.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't completely whiff on it. You had all day to do it. So those are, I think they're just a stupid bet line to just make a ton on forever. I like it. I like it. What else you got? Anything else, Jack? Any questions? What do we got?
Yeah, I feel like we covered everything like
Yeah.
that. Like we
It is a
have.
little bit of a.
There's not really much. It's like you said, it's a slow week, and we're just looking forward now. And like I think what you said about investing on Saturday, I might honestly like you both sold me. I'm gonna go all in, and then I'm gonna blame both of you if we fail. So,
Look, I wanted to get Kay's opinion first. Once he said he thinks trading's at a good
I
number
know.
that can't really go down, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I needed to hear. I'm now gonna.
Right.
go.
I just, for a week straight, being no movement, regardless of what happened in the game, I'm like, I think we hit a floor, right? Like,
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe next Tuesday's stream will just be us sitting here saying how much we lost in the past week and how much we made.
we will be frauds.
Yeah,
at that
but like
point.
I'm only at like, I think I'm at like 16 mil right now. I might go flat out to like get to 10 even on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see.
If I can.
Yeah.
That's a lot to try to buy though, right? Like even if you're not being super picky about the price, like it's,
It does take a while. I will
especially if I'm
say.
going to buy some 83s for 6,000 coins. I mean, it's going to
It's
take
gonna
all
take a
friggin' day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, going from like 83s all the way to like 87s alone, those are gonna be like a
Right.
pain.
I think I'll might put a number on it. I might just do like 100 of each. Which even still, I mean, you have Sunday too, right? 'Cause it doesn't really come back up. It does a
Yeah,
little
Sunday.
bit, but you're not really missing out a whole ton. But you have like Saturday and at noon until, well, Sunday I'll be at the stadium all day, so I won't be able to do squat at the stadium. Maybe I'll try to get an IRL stream in
That'd be nice.
from the stadium.
Bills, Packers, right?
Oh yes, and I'm
Sunday Night
hoping,
Football.
knock on wood, yeah, Sunday Night Football. I don't even want to say it, but like the way the Packers look right now, that if the starters for the Bills aren't pulled by the third quarter because they have a 40-point lead, like I'm hoping to be home by the end of the game, right? And I say that, and now the Bills are going to be down by 40, and the starters are going to get pulled anyway, so nobody gets hurt, and I'm just going to go home and cry myself to sleep. That's probably more likely, to be honest. That's what's going to happen because I said it out loud. That's what's going to happen. Ooh, Hawks had a good question. We talked about this beforehand. The Matthew Berry Team of the Week cards. Joe, go ahead and throw this out
yeah.
there. Good call. Good call.
Yeah, so we actually were talking about that right before stream. We actually almost forgot. So the Matthew Berry Team of the Week cards, and I did not know this until today. If you collect every single one of the Matthew Berry Season 2 Team of the Week cards, at the end of Season 2, there's going to be a set for, it has to pretty much be a good player, right? Because it's going to be, what? It's going to be 389s and probably 389s, 390s, and maybe like a few 91s or whatever. So it's going to be a really high-rated card. It should be, at least, unless they maybe give us back all the B&Ds and they make it kind of iffy.
Right.
My plan, because the only issue with Team of the Weeks is, yes, Team of the Weeks go up from the first day, like throughout the first week, but after that, they do go down. Like, you go check the 88 overalls from 3 weeks ago, they're cut in half in price. So
Yeah.
the key with these is trying to wait until the last second possible to get, like, and buy all of them. And luckily for us, and I kind of did out the math, Blitz is going to be, I think, that day when there is maybe a Team of the Week pack in the store, whenever that, there's probably multiple offers of that. And I think that will be the time frame to pick up all your 80 or 89, 90 overall Matthew Berry Team of the Weeks. I originally like, oh, Christmas, like there'll be a Team of the Week gift. However, it's Season 2.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
guess it
after
matters
it.
when they actually release the set. If they release the set right at the end, we should be good. Because I think Season 2, let me get the date up actually. How many days do we have left?
I got it right here. It is
43.
43.
So
It's like, wait,
That's such a weird time.
It's so close, man. Like it's like it just matters when they drop the set. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. If they drop the set after Christmas, and of course it'll be, buy during Christmas morning, but they'll have around a 10-day period to drop the set. And if they do, the best time will be during Blitz. Because if I remember right from last year, Blitz was even like the Blitz market was cheaper than throughout the entire Zero Chill market, because Zero Chill training kind of goes up because there's so much stuff to do with like presents, rerolls, snow. So training actually goes up during that. So
Right.
and we're still a month out, so stuff can change. But as of right now, I'm planning to pick up, and I am actually going to buy, I think, quite a lot of those Team of the Week cards, because people are going to completely forget about that. And if the card is really, really good, it might be like a Matthew Berry midseason MVP card or something that's 94, 95. Like, it could be a really, really good card by the time we get to that date.
Panic buy, right?
They're going to panic buy. And Team of the Weeks are perfect.
All but FOMO.
The only way to get them really is like a set, and the set is not good for those high-end pieces. It's not a good value like at all.
Right.
So we'll see. A lot can change. But my mindset right now is I'm going to be waiting until Blitz, and then we'll go from there. We'll go from there.
Buying my Team of the Week like to invest, but I'm getting rid of in a couple of days, right? So,
yeah. By the way, if you aren't Team of the Week investing, it's very simple. Just buy Tuesday, or like literally after this stream, I'm going to start buying. You buy the high-end set pieces. I think right now my target price would be around like 70 to 75K. And you only got to wait a few days, and every single Team of the Week high set piece has gone up this year.
And that's on PlayStation, right? Just those prices
PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh, both?
Okay. Yeah, both. So just to give you guys an example, last week, Kayvon Thibodeau and the Dante Jackson for the Colts, they load out at 75K, but that was because of the Team Diamonds. But on Tuesday night, they were 85K. And if you actually go check them out right now, they're like 110, 115. So it's just a patient game. Just buy them Tuesday night and just kind of wait them out. And whenever they go up, you sell. Kind of determined by you if you want to sell for 100, 115, 95. It's just whatever.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
We
need to coin that.
Profit.
Exactly.
And we'll say, people always ask me like when to sell cards, and I always tell them it's kind of like up to you. Like, do you need coins for certain things? I don't really know.
Right.
It's all dependent on your budget. So.
Yeah, I usually go.
I need it.
Yeah, for those are probably for the Team of the Weeks. I probably 100, right? I mean, once I see him hit 100, that's when I'll probably be like, okay, I might be trying to pull the trigger. I mean, you're looking at what, 15,000 coins per card, right? That's not a bad grab. I can take that all day.
Really, really good.
We had one more question. Will 92 most feared players go up?
I mean, I don't see why they would.
Yeah,
we're still in the 3rd week cycle. I mean, even if you're like worried about prepping, the same overalls would go into them, will just require more. So it doesn't really matter, but they shouldn't go up. It should be 92s. This is the last week of 92s, and then next week will be 93, starting with all Madden. It won't start with AKs and Team of the Weeks. We'll still have one more week, and then it'll go up probably. I'm just going off.
That was my guess on that.
I think they could. Sure. So I don't think the 92s in and of themselves go up, the most feared ones. But like we talked about earlier, I'm hopefully anticipating, honestly, a doubling of the market soon. Like, I'm hoping to see training at 20 within the next probably 2 weeks. When those new, if the good, like those new, if the all Madden players come out and that reroll is like 6,000, 7,000, that's a chunk, right? That's a chunk. We already see the AKA guys that's an 88 overall, right? For 9,000. We're thinking this is going to be 86 or 87. So 6,000 to 7,000 is not crazy. And if you hit a bunch 86, 87 in that reroll, that is going to eat your friggin' wallet in a heartbeat. If you're losing 4,000 training a shot, I know some people are out there and this is all they do is rolls, so they just literally have like 2 million training stocked up. But for the average Madden player who's going to go in with 50K, you could be out real fast.
That's exactly it.
We'll see. Man, I hope that happens. God, I'm super excited for the all Madden stuff now, and I'm just gonna go buy everything and just sit and wait and
I think like
have a
it's
stroke.
gotta be next week. It's gotta be.
Right, there's nothing else planned. I mean, you looked at it, you pulled up the calendar, and the 43 days left for season 2 is kind of interesting. I think that should lead us to the start of Zero Chill.
Right,
we'll get season 3 and Zero Chill at the same time, just like they did. I guess not. Was it season? No,
it was season 2 last year. But seasons were terrible. They were 90 days last year.
That was they were weird last year.
Seasons 2 dropped on the Thursday, and then Zero Chill started on the Friday, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So that will be busy.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna be out of town for my stupid brother's freaking wedding. When is it? It's the I think it's the 19th Is that the week before Thanksgiving's 24th, right?
I don't know. I'm in Canada. We already had Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. Weirdos. I think that's the weekend. Whatever. I have to fly back home the Sunday of Thanksgiving. My plane lands at 11:30. I have to go right to the stadium for a Bills-Browns game. So I'm going to be hungover and miserable at that game. So we better beat the snot out of the Browns that week. Yeah, I did set up. I grabbed a full mobile setup with a bunch of Elgato equipment. I have a new Wave 3 mic on the way, a new face cam, a new capture card, and a new laptop, so that while I'm at my parents' house in Charlotte, I can still go live. And I mean, this is like the busiest times of the year. I can't pull that down. Also, shout out Elgato. I just sent you an application form for a partner. If you could go ahead and accept that, appreciate it. Thank you. Shameless plug. Yeah. That's the only one I want. I spent $1,000 on all your equipment again, which I already own, but I needed a mobile set. So here we go. Yeah, let's see. I think that's about it.
Said, there was that image, right? We had that image a few weeks ago with the all Maddens coming out November. That's all they said, just November. They didn't say like the exact date, but I can't see it.
It just fits. The puzzle piece fits for the first week of November.
Yeah.
They'd have to do. I don't think they would do absolutely nothing. You think they'd release a content schedule, AKA's Team of the Weeks and Legends?
I don't know. Too early for that.
Yeah, that's
like the end of the year schedule.
Yeah, it's like April, May.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And with the way things have gone out lately, I don't know if they want to even put that kind of pressure on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would just rather see them and just drop a schedule like sometime this year. This is what we're gonna do. Like that's about as much info as we can give you.
Monkey was asking like around 75K. Yes, around that. 70 to 75 is what we're looking at. I'm going under 80 on PlayStation because I think it's a little bit cheaper on Xbox than it is.
You can always just buy like basically what they're going for. It's just the fact that you kind of want to get a little bit, and they get listed quite frequently. So
yeah,
I'm about to start buying them.
I was looking right before stream, and I know I'm with you, Adam. Probably like anything at 80 or under, I'm just gonna pull the trigger on, just so I can get like it's gonna be a volume thing for me, right? I don't want to go, oh, it's 1,000 over what I want to buy it for. No, I'm just gonna pull the trigger and load up on them.
That's right. That's exactly my thought process. Because even if I get 100, that's still like almost like a 10K, a little bit more than 10K profit. That's more than enough for me.
Yeah,
so,
there's 75 some up there on Xbox right now.
If you're seeing those on Xbox, then but on PlayStation, like 80 is pretty much the cutoff right now.
Yeah, and they're an easy filter, right? Like you literally just go offense, defense. Like they're not.
That's it.
Yep. There's not enough cards up.
It's brain dead. Super simple stuff.
Easy.
Right. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I think that's pretty much it for like this week for us. I feel we'll have a lot more to talk about next week because we're either going to be making millions or about to lose millions. So
I think this time next week we're going to be in a panic, just staring at each other like, man, this better work.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's your fault. No.
Yeah. Watch all next week's YouTube videos.
No,
everybody's going to call us frauds because we're going to look broke.
We won't know too. Like we really won't know. If we see even if we see the all Maddens on Monday, we'll still just be kind of waiting to see if there's a re-roll.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see.
There should be. I think it's gonna be very. I think they pretty much keep those the same, right? Like all Madden, I think is gonna be the same as the first release. They may just throw that new set, or like how we got that set a little bit later. I think they might just throw that in right away because people complained about it. So just throw that one in as well. So that should help.
Yeah, and that's the key part. Like we said, buying a bunch of 85s, 86, 87s because one of those three is going to be that set.
Exactly.
That'll be clutch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gents.
I guess we need to look at double LTE. You like that?
I'm a fan only because I feel like if you are going to open up bundles, it gives you there's more of a value there, right? Like because I'm not no money spent. I do, what I mean, like I'll buy bundles, but I only buy them. I'm a value bundle player, right? If there's a good value there, like when it especially comes like for Blitz or anything, like I won't buy all of them because some of them are stupid and terrible. But if they see some like, dang, that's actually a really good, if it's like those half off, like full legend bundles, I'm like, okay, I'll buy that one for $50 instead of $100. There's value on that one. I'll pull the trigger on that.
Fire fantasy packs are also,
those are always,
I love watching people open those.
Yeah. God, hopefully, man, this year with being heavy on training, maybe they bring back training packs during Blitz?
Oh my god, that was when was that, man? 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the
training platinum bundles. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
those were, you want to talk about easy coin making? I think I went into like 88, 89s and literally just filtered like offense, defense, bought it and literally sold it for 40K higher. I didn't have time to filter lower than that. I was like, buy, sell, because people were just lost their minds.
Crazy. Yeah, and the servers would go down because like it was every like hour. It was
Yeah.
I remember that. Good times.
Yeah. God, I can't wait. See, this is why I have to. I'm out of town for the week before Thanksgiving and the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
That's why I had to buy this mobile streaming setup, because there was no way, like, this is the money maker. And I have my charity thing I do during Christmas. I'm like, I can't be gone for the whole damn thing.
It's really the best content drop. Like Thanksgiving break, it's my favorite part.
I know. Well, at least the Christmas one, I'll be down by the beach. So I should have the beach behind me. Well, it's with my little snow animations on the camera. I'm like, oh, it's so calm. I'm kidding. It's 80. We're good here. So finally, I got some nice luck on there. But, all right. Well, I think I still have to hit like 27 more hours this month in the next 6 days. So my ass is gonna stay on for a little bit, gents. You're welcome to hang out. I think it's time to go snipe out and do some stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Let's snipe a little bit, but. As always a massive pleasure. I think we dropped a handful of little knowledge bombs and a couple grenades on some people today. I fucking love it. If you guys jumped in late or you missed it, you can go ahead and find the entirety of the conversation on YouTube tomorrow. If you're on YouTube and you made it this far, God bless, man. It's been an hour. I can't believe you're still here. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Appreciate it. Go ahead and say good night to the peeps.
Have a good one, everybody. I'll catch you all tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. I'll catch up with you guys later.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.